Hello and welcome to the 15th episode of the Rhovanion campaign for 4th Age Total War Dominion of Men, a modification for Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. I am Wombat, or Wambat, as you please. It's been a few weeks since I last recorded, so I'm going to just familiarize myself with what the heck I was doing. I do see we have a small stack of Adunabar here, which may or may not occupy Lith Merchant. I rather suspect they'll return back to their own territory. I do want to investigate any recruitment that I need to be doing. Doesn't seem that there is any that I haven't already got queued. And I also want to make sure I haven't left any troops in any settlements that don't need to be left there. I've got a lot of troops in this settlement that don't need to be left here. But where do I want to put them? I probably want to continue moving troops to my front lines with Adunabar at this point. I think that is the eminent concern. Don't need to move them there. Okay, I think that is enough. Let's check to see if any of my agents still need to be moved. That fellow was moved. This fellow was moved. Where else do I have agents that might need to be moved? So I've done a pretty thorough job of exposing the settlements on the campaign map. It's encouraging. So we'll go ahead and end this season. I've been spending a good deal of my time. I've been keeping my episodes to one per week because I'm trying to devote time to getting some tutorial episodes together, which are considerably more demanding in man hours. I have to write a script for them, record that script, and then get together all of the video clips to go along with the tutorials. And I don't know. I was thinking 4 weeks would be enough time for that, but now I'm thinking it could take considerably longer. So I've only just now completed the script, and that is probably going to need revision. Alrighty, so Adunabar took what's that settlement called? Mid-Deeping. And still bringing in some money. My economy is pretty reasonable considering how poor my faction is to begin with. What should we build here? It's looking like this governor is getting a penalty to recruit to development. It's an extremely minor one. Looks like maybe 0.5% or something. I could move him out and then commission a project and then move him back in, but I'm getting so much money. My bank account is so healthy, I'm not really worried about such things. So let's look at what we need to produce here. I'm going to go with urban province so I can get some better infrastructure going. My population is already denuded here, so finding new soldiers to recruit isn't really a top priority in that location. Very Gobel, what can we do here? We are in a position to recruit troops here, although not for very much longer. I might even want to stop at this point. Let's see here. So let's look at what's going to help. This will improve land tax by some 275. Another, looks like 60 or 70 in trade. So that's like 350. Okay, I'll go with land clearance. I'm rather, and I do rather agree with development of farming technology as a major income source. I think it's the original Rome Total War was wrong in not attributing much income difference to farming techniques, which I think was just the foundation of ancient and medieval economies. So it makes sense that a lot of income should be coming from that specifically. Okay, Dale and Rune are now in alliance. That is concerning. I'm sure they are definitely trying to gobble up North Rune. That is to be expected. But if they are in alliance, and that they don't come to blows once their borders meet, that could be very bad for me. Dale will probably turn towards me immediately, and Rune probably would as well if they could. We'll just have to see how that develops. Okay. So these guys are moving southwards. That's good because, damn, 2 gold chevrons? This is not fair. Okay, well, it'll be a simple matter just to take mid-deeping back, although that won't really do much damage to a Dunabar. But maybe it's what I have to do. I can't really attack this stack, it's too good. I do want to get into a position where I can attack Austin Argalad. Taking their settlements is really going to be the best way for me to make progress against them militarily. I'm going to try hiding this stack here in this in these woods. Okay, hopefully. My hope is that having these stacks in these woods will keep them from getting attacked by a Dunabar. Problem is, this stack here could, I think, besiege Rhovanion. When they show the yellow, the yellow area that is the range of movement for the AI, it seems that they can always move to the tile adjacent to the edge of that yellow area. It's like if I have, say, my stack where this tower is at the northern edge, that this Adunavar stack would still be able to engage my troops, even though it seems to be outside of that yellow area of their movement range. So this creates a problem for me because I don't want them to besiege Rhovanion and then not have this stack in a position to do something about that siege. But I don't need my whole stack to take care of reclaiming mid-deeping. I probably only need, I would say, 3 ranged units and a couple of my foresters would probably be sufficient. Be nice if I had one cavalry unit. I don't know why I sent all of them away. I need to start practicing a little more moderation. Let's see here. Looking for the foresters that I've already upgraded. Looks like I don't actually have any. Okay, I think that's all of those troops I needed to move around. So we'll go ahead and commit, let's see here. These two foresters, and what kind of range these guys have. Okay, I think that'll be all I need for this battle. We're on turn 25 now. I continue to forget to save at the beginning of my turn. All that is gold does not glitter. Bilbo Baggins. I don't think that quote can be taken literally. I brought my Ranger mercenaries along this time, even though I really do need to reinforce them, because I'm concerned that the Adunabar noblemen are going to they're going to overmatch my my men. And if I don't have these rangers along, I won't be able to adequately combat that unit of noblemen. So this would be so much easier if I had some cavalry of my own. On the off chance that we do get some enemy units on the border here, I'm going to set up close so I can get some shots off at them. It is the noblemen. I'm not entirely sure how I want to deal with this situation, because if I let them get into the city square, that's not going to be good for me. I'm going to try taking them out here, see if I can soften them up. Oh, my slingers would have to be in the middle. Doing some good damage. I'll just try to get my slingers off to the side here. Looks like I've taken out 3 of the bodyguards' men. There was another one. I do believe the bodyguards have 2 hit points. Oh no, just 1. Yeah, so I really am just only inflicting very small casualties here. And they didn't turn back for that one, so they're going to head back to the city center. Oh well, what can you do? Okay, well, I could try to place some men here. And see if I can lure anybody out of the square. I doubt that I can. It's just occurred to me that if I'm able to capture mid-deeping, my troops are going to be stuck in the settlement, and it's going to be in a state of rebellion. Oh, look, they're finally coming out, little rotten bastards. Okay, well, if they're coming out, what can I do about it? Let's see if I can get them to do something that would be beneficial to me. It'd be so nice if these fellows just remained standing here with their backs towards me. Okay, looks like they're coming after my foresters. Rangers are taking them out pretty handily. Suffering less casualties from them than I expected. So you notice that I have my foresters on defensive, which is helping them to last longer against these assaults. I'm going to change them to a melee attack stance. Go ahead and end that battle. Let's see what my losses were. I lost 10 of my foresters. That's okay. You know, those Dunabar noblemen are tough nuts, so I can't really expect not to take casualties against them. And on a similar note, hobbits really are amazing creatures, according to Gandalf the White. Okay, I'm thinking I'm going to go ahead and expel the population here. I typically don't do things like that, because I have a suspicion that it negatively affects your diplomatic standing with other factions. But I really don't have to take a lot of casualties from rebelling, so I'm hoping that reducing the population will let me maintain public order in the coming turn in the settlement. And I may have been right. I do have public order here, which I was thinking would be a bigger problem. Yeah, and these guys can't move anywhere. Alright, I'll go ahead and save. Now, I'm not going to be attacking anybody with this stack. And I still want this stack near Rhovanion in case Dunabar decides to besiege it. I'm going to go ahead and hide them in this in these woods right here. Oh, forgot. I've got some foresters in here that need to go elsewhere. I'll stick them over here so I don't forget to move them next turn. These hunters can also be retrained. What do I want to recruit here? Could get myself some more spearmen. I'm definitely going to be permanently capturing at least one of Dunabar's settlement at the settlement over here. What's this one called? Lathron. I'm going to be capturing that and trying to hold on to it because it's got a wonder there that will help with my public order across the Empire. So I may as well recruit a spearman to send over for that. They will be the garrison there eventually. And it looks like I'm running out of things to do this turn. 3 more turns to surrender. I think I've moved all the military that I need to move around. Now it's time for my characters, my agents, to do some work. Well, that was at 99% before, now it's at 98%. He must be getting every little bit better at his job. Give me some more skill. Oh, he refuses to give me any more skill. Now let's see what he's got in his army here. Oh, just horribly skilled professionals here. Look, all of those, I'm pretty sure I eliminated all 3 of these guys when he destroyed that one army of mine, and they're all back better than ever. I'll move my spy down here to get a good view on what's going on in this area. I don't mind if Lith Merchant rebels. That might encourage Adunabar to actually go take it again, and then maybe I can eliminate an army of theirs inside the settlement. I can't let things drag on for too long, or Adunabar is going to get together some more big armies to come and be a headache for me. They've already got one army in my territory that I don't really know what to do with. I'm recruiting all of my populations into oblivion, but I'm really afraid to otherwise at this point, given the imperative that I get together enough forces to end this war with the Adunabar pretty quickly. Okay. Just checking to see if anything over here has been changing hands. Harondor is still holding on to Ur. That's a good sign. It looks like they kicked out all of those forces of Herod, but Herod can make new armies pretty damn quickly. So the fact that they're having to dispute this territory at all probably does not bode well for Harondor in the near future. I just don't know what to say about Rohan here. I mean, they get stacks after stacks going up to this outpost of Dolbaran. They keep getting repulsed. Oh my god. Reunited Kingdom failed to take Arundel. How the AI can fail so miserably just fighting. They're just fighting Dunland. It should be the easiest fight for them. They've got two kingdoms bordering Dunland to fight them, and they're failing. Now, what can you do? Still holding on to Evenden up there, but that's all they're holding on to. Are they besieged? Nope. Finally expose this settlement now that the dwarves got out of the way. And I think I'll have him come down here and sit next to this elven capital. Oh, we still haven't exposed Mount Graham. Let's go back there and do that. Okay, I think we'll go ahead and ask for money from people now. It's been three turns since I last got money out of these passive factions. And you can usually... Yeah, that's a dumb thing for you to say. You can usually get money off of them more often than this. But I also am usually playing stronger factions, and I think the impulse to give the player money is based in large part on how strong that player or faction is, militarily speaking. And despite having produced units, a lot of units, my units are pretty weak. I still don't have all that many of them compared to the AI factions. So I think that might be the reason why I'm not getting money as frequently from these passive factions as I might otherwise have expected. Let's see if I can see what this is composed of. Only one guy there. So I could probably take this stack here and just move down to Lathron and capture it now, or in the next couple of turns. Okay, the Bjornings don't seem to be up to any mischief. I really do wish there were more mercenaries for me to hire. I don't usually have this much trouble finding mercenaries. What am I building here? Hosting halls. Well, that's good. I've been thinking about j.r.r. and what I want to do there. And when it comes down to the point where North Rune is definitely about to be destroyed, I'll probably want to join in on the war against them, just so that I can try to make them a protectorate. And if I do make them a protectorate, I'll probably want them to be holding on to j.r.r. Because that way I can protect them. It looks all wooded here, but there are spaces between these woods that you can set forts up in that can make it so you can pretty well protect j.r.r. effectively with relatively few troops. Okay, well I believe I've done everything that I can do in this turn. And I'm going to go ahead and end the episode. I appreciate you all watching. This will conclude the 15th episode of the Rhovanion campaign for 4th Age Total War Dominion of Men, a modification for Rome Total War Barbarian Invasion. I have been Wombat, or Wambat as you please. Please like, subscribe, and comment. I look forward to providing you the next episode.